On August 19, 1812 AD, the U.S.S Constitution, also known as Old Ironsides, defeated the British Navy's H.M.S. Guerriere in a battle several hundred miles off the shore of Halifax, Nova Scotia. The United States Congress, on June 1, 1812, declared war on Great Britain, starting the War of 1812. After war was declared, the U.S. Army near the Canadian border on July 12th began to lead military excursions into the region led by General William Hull with little success. The ill-fated invasion of Canada would lead to Hull's base of operations, Fort Detroit, being surrendered to the British on August 16, 1812, in a humiliating defeat when he surrendered to a much smaller force combined of British soldiers, local militia, and natives co-led by Major General Isaac Brock and Shawnee Chief Tecumseh. Around the start of the War of 1812, the British Royal Navy had over 85 ships patrolling the waters off the United States, while the U.S. Navy only had a total of 22 ships in its fleet. The British Navy targeted the U.S.S Constitution and had been pursuing the vessel since it left port in Annapolis on July 17th. She was spotted off the coast of New York by 4 ships, and it was soon identified as an American ship, and the chase was on. Royal Navy Captain James Dacres, eager to pursue the American vessel, sped off with his command, the H.M.S. Guerriere, missing the opportunity to block the Constitution in with its 3 other ships in its flotilla. The U.S.S Constitution was commanded by Isaac Hull, and he managed to elude the H.M.S. Guerriere for the time being and port in Boston to resupply for a raid on supply ships off the coast of Nova Scotia. The Constitution left port on August 2nd and headed straight for the Canadian waters to begin its mission to plunder cargo craft. 2 weeks later, on August 19th in the afternoon, the Constitution was spotted by the H.M.S. Guerriere and its captain, James Dacres, and he prepared to fight it out. The 2 frigates battled it out, but the Constitution's broadsides were plated with iron, which caused the British cannonballs to bounce off its sides, earning the nickname Old Ironsides. The ships continued to blast at one another, with the H.M.S. Guerriere getting the worst of it. In a last attempt of trying to salvage a victory, Dacres ordered his vessel to ram up against the Constitution and have a close-quarters battle. Both sides raided on one another, with the British getting the worst of it. Dacres was shot with a musket ball, while one of his lieutenants was killed in the fighting, and he tried to order retreat, but the ship was unsailable. With no other option available, Dacres signaled to the Constitution that he wanted to surrender. Upon seeing the signal, Hull sent one of his officers to meet with Dacres. The officer took a small boat and rowed toward the remains of the H.M.S. Guerriere and spoke with Dacres and asked him if he was preparing to surrender. He replied, "Well, sir, I don't know. Our mizzen mast is gone. Our fore and mainmast are gone. I think, on the whole, you might say we have struck our flag." Isaac Hull took Dacres aboard his ship but refused his sword during the surrendering formalities, stating that he couldn't accept a sword from a man who fought so gallantly. Hull wanted to tow the Guerriere back to Boston as a prize ship, but it was in no condition to go anywhere, so they made the decision to scuttle it.